Hello and welcome back to another episode of the FogCast, episode number 6. Today it is me, myself, Reaper, joined with Sticky and Catastrophe. Say
What's
hey
up,
guys.
What's
Hey.
up?
And we're going to start off what we're all playing with, and I think it's safe to say we all are addicted to Rainbow Six Beta.
Yes.
Oh, man. Hell yeah.
Just can't stop playing it. I know there's a lot of stuff going around right now because some people are upset about the whole thing about the game not having campaign. So, I mean, honestly, I don't see it as a big deal because I look at it as they're giving free DLC, and most DLC maps there's, like Call of Duty, Battlefield, that's like $50. And I frankly don't care. That is awesome, and that game is just too addicting. It's just that adrenaline rush, man.
Yep.
It's just too live.
Even whenever you're playing Terrorist Hunt, even that part is...
Oh yeah, the terrorist hunt is harder than the actual PvP, I think. Like Adolf said.
Yeah,
Especially on realistic, they will body you so bad.
Yeah, on realistic, it's ridiculous how hard.
Dude, I was playing on medium and I could only do like 4 or 5 dudes.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm enjoying it, though. I mean, it's... the only thing I wish they would do is they would bump it up to one more person. I would like them to bump up where you can have one more person in the match. So it would
6v6?
actually... Yeah, 6v6. I would really like that. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's just something that's kind of like one of the things I wish they would do. But they need
Dude,
to fix all the servers.
I'm glad that it's hard. Otherwise, it'd be kind of lame.
Dude, you know how awesome it's gonna be when we play that hostage mode? Dude, you can actually kill the person and lose, so we're gonna have to be very careful with that. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I just can't wait, man. I mean, December is going to be way too long.
Oh man, yep. 2 months away.
Yeah, I mean, the beta so far, I mean, I know today is the last day for the beta, and I'm just like, no. Like, I've been playing all morning. I've got up from a hangover, and I am just still playing. I'm just like, must continue. So, I mean, I don't know exactly when it's ending. I know people keep saying midnight, but we have different time zones, so I don't know what time zone at midnight it's ending. But I will be playing until that thing says, sorry, you can no longer connect. And I'm
be
gonna be like,
Halo 2.
no.
That happened with Halo 2 when they were shutting down the servers. There was these people still playing, and they couldn't shut it down for a couple of days. That's gonna be us.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and get into some of the news that we got for y'all today, and we got quite a bit, so we're gonna go ahead and bang this out because we got to get back to that Rainbow Six. You know what I mean? And first off, we got this highly anticipated game, which my jaw dropped when I heard about it. And Graw, the Graw fans, y'all know that game was life. And so we're going to be talking a little bit about the Ghost Recon Wildlands. And man, that's just... I'm going to have to worry about getting a divorce whenever that game comes out. I'm going to have to be sitting there like, oh, no. So, what you got on that, Sticky?
Where Ubisoft, they had said that Ghost Recon Wildlands 9 environments will change how you think. Let me see. The diversity of landscapes that players will encounter ranges from a bone-dry desert to jagged mountaintops to lush swamps and jungles. Ubisoft made an immediate choice to make sure each of the 9 environments are unique, interesting, and that they make players consider how they'll play through one part of the map versus another. Which I think is pretty crazy how they're gonna add different aspects to the maps.
Right. Yeah, they were saying that basically that not only is it going to just be different environments, but the environments will have different ways you play within them. So, like they were saying, kind of like how the Metal Gear, how you had night and day, how you played differently. But in this one, they're going to have it to where you're going to be in a desert, and your problem is going to be finding cover. I mean, Ghost Recon is another one of those, you're not sitting there emptying 2 magazines into someone. It's another one of those, you get shot 3 times in the ass and you're out. So if you're going to be looking for cover, they got other places where it's going to be really clustered and you're going to have too much stuff in your way. So you can't sit there and snipe. You can't, not going to really be going into the whole scope aspect of things. You're going to have to use shotguns. You're going to have to use iron sights and stuff like that, or red dots. So they're looking at many different ways to really switch up the entire environment and gameplay, and that's pretty crazy because, man, I mean the other Ghost Recons they were pretty balanced in the sense of open. There wasn't that many open maps. I mean, small maps. A lot of them were much more open where you had a distance, and then you had really big maps. So I mean, to see what exactly they're going to do with the altering the different ones, I'm really curious about it. And that's Ubisoft Paris, I believe, that is working on that, if I'm not mistaken. And that's, obviously big tactical shooter, so really can't wait on that. It says when the players finally get their hands on Wildlands, it says surely each of them will have plenty of personal, unique experiences. Games try to create those rare personal moments, and Wildlands is no exception. Ghost Recon Wildlands senior producer talked to Examiner.com about what has made working on the game exciting and scary at the same time. It says, and it's a very personal question, so everyone will still have their own story. It says, for me, it's cool and it's stressing because he's the producer. It says when stressing about it, it says behind the closed door demo that they're giving out, it says that they tried the same way with everyone who saw it, and it is really difficult because the NPCs aren't scripted, and there's always this part of what if this happened. So it sounds like everything's always going to be changing, and for them not to be scripted, that's pretty cool. It says Far Cry 4 was a game where players create a lot of their own moments, and this is giving gamers a sandbox and truly letting them express themselves with a wild variety. Usually means results of great things happening. So I'm a Far Cry fan, and that shit is amazing. So I'm a Ghost Recon fan, and I'm a Rainbow Six fan, and this is just, oh man, that wait.
Man, yep.
I don't even want to wait this extra month that going into the whole Rainbow Six waiting for it, or 2 months waiting for Rainbow Six. I mean, 2 months, man. It's I will have Halo to come out and kind of help, drag that out.
Yeah.
But man, it ain't the same, man.
That's
They're saying a lot of possibilities lie with this Ghost Recon, and over the coming months, I think they're gonna be giving more details about it because Ghost Recon, it's been a while since the last Ghost Recon came out, and I think it has a lot of people kind of like yes, but then at the same time it's kind of like, how is this gonna go? Because Ubisoft has been messing up these games quite a bit here lately, and I don't know. I'm really curious to see more details on that, and obviously they're gonna have where they were saying that this. The Wildlands is heavily influenced by the war on drugs. For people that don't know, that these teams are going out and joining up. They joined up with some CIA down in South America, and they're doing actual practice runs. They're doing exercises that these people actually use in real life, and they're implementing those aspects into the game, and that is just mind blowing. So we'll just have to continue to see what more develops from that and whatnot, and I really can't wait for that. Next, we got Hitman. Hitman is finally getting a release date or a release window. It says that it has been delayed to March 2016, which is odd, but I think March is becoming a really popular month. And I know they're going to come out with the Uncharted. And I think for this game to go against Uncharted is not really too wise in my opinion, but it's going to be it's a multiplat, so I mean it can still hold its own. So
when does the Division come out in March too?
I think the Division comes out in March,
unless they delay it again.
Right. The only thing I don't like about the Hitman, and I don't know if they're still doing, is the whole thing where they're releasing content over time. I don't like that. If they're still doing that, releasing content over time, and they're still doing where those live events that they're having in the game aren't available later for the people who get the actual disc, I think the game is a waste of money. So that's just my personal opinion on it. And I'm skipping it definitely. I would get it if it wasn't for that. If they still do that, I won't get it. If they don't do that, I will get it. But they want you to pay $60 up front, and then you're going to get parts of the game as it comes out. And as parts of the games comes out, they're going to do these little live events. When they do those little live events, they're over. So then whenever you get the disc, when everything is done and they put a disc out, those live events will no longer be there. That's basically some of the game just gone that was there that should be there. So it just depends on
So
that.
it's pretty much an early access game then, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And I'm not paying $60 for that. I mean, I want to play either it all or I'm not gonna play it at all. So I don't. If I'm paying $60, if it came out and it was only 40 or 49, I could see that. But for it to be a flat out 60 on disc after everything is out and you're missing those aspects of that game that is supposed to make it newer and that fresher content and what's changed about the game, and then all of that's gone, that's not really, I don't know, I'm not really digging that. So I'll probably have to definitely skip on that if that's going to be the specific case on it. Next we got Mario World, or not Mario World, Mario Maker. That they have. Are you enjoying that?
Yeah.
Have you made any levels yet, or are you still skipping around on it?
No, I'm still skipping around, still playing other people's stages.
You're not really playing your own right now?
No, I haven't made one yet.
Ah, okay.
There's
That takes a lot of time and creation, you know what I mean?
There's a few people, yeah, it takes a lot of time. There's a few people in the group that have made some.
Yeah. Yeah, it says the level designing title that came out, what is it, September 11th, it says they passed 1 million sales, and that's, what, about a month? So for 1 million, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I don't think it can save the Wii U. I think it's just pretty much done. But the thing is, I mean, they're known for their niche. Not even niche. They're known for their characters. I can't think of the name. But Mario, Yoshi, stuff like that. That one hits over 1 million, and then with Splatoon hit over 1 million. So I mean, their titles are doing pretty well for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, they are definitely getting support. And comparing that to how many consoles that are out there is really not, that's pretty good numbers. I mean, because they're at the bottom of the list in comparison to the other, the two major consoles. So for them to hit 1 million with what they have, that's very, very nice. Right now it seems like games are just booming, and we know this is the hot time. This is Broketober, here it is. And another game series that did pretty good now, and I'm not a fan of it, but I like the Sniper Elite 3 a little bit, but Sniper Elite series passes 10 million. So yeah, nice. I know that's pretty nice. I mean, I know a lot of UK people are really into that. So I know that they really, really like that game. It's a little bit slower for me. Like I said, I started playing that quite a bit about a month or so ago. And I enjoyed it. Like I said, I really had to take a different aspect, a different approach to it. And I enjoyed it. It's all right. I mean, I only paid $10 for it. I wouldn't pay, I think it was $50 when it came out. So, yep. But that right there, I think I think that's pretty good for them. And then we also have, what is it? NBA 2K has already sold 4 million copies.
Holy
2K16. That's.
Wait, when did that come out? That just came out like a week or two ago.
Yeah, that just came out.
Yeah, but that's also on like every console, every platform, right?
Right. Yeah, it broke record. It says NBA's 2K16 breaks records with 4 million copies shipped in under 1 week. Damn! That's digital sales during the first week were more than double of those. Whoa. More than double. So it says it sold 4 million copies around the world within its first week. The game officially released September 29th. So whoever pre-ordered it could have started playing it 25th, which I like that. I like that. That is pre-order incentive right there. I love that because I work nights, okay? So the game comes out Monday night, Tuesday morning. So I don't get that first thing, you know what I mean? So if it comes out a little bit earlier, I like that. I like that quite a bit. So because it's what came out the 29th, and the 25th was actually that Friday. So I would get like the whole weekend to play that game before it came out. And I think Call of Duty was really one of the first ones to do that day zero thing. So that was pretty cool. But that's good for them. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, it's I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's the same thing. I know that game really has its server issues and whatnot, but That's good for them. I mean, considering that it still has a lot. They're saying that it still has a lot to catch up. It was because NBA 2K15 shipped more than 7 million copies. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
People love that.
Yep.